Chapter 27. Who is the Guru? Guru Purnima is a very auspicious day throughout the world. This is the day when we pay our obeisance to all the Gurus of the world. In Christianity, there is one day called All Saints' Day, when they pray to all the souls for their benefit. Similarly, you cannot pay respects to Gurus of various kinds, various types of Advaita, Vishishtadvaita, Dvaita, because they are born on different days. They would have different tithis as their birthday. So, you pay your obeisance on this particular day to all the Gurus of the world. This is called Guru's birthday. Paurnami denotes the full moon as well as the full mind. This is a positive thinking. The mind which is going on thinking negatively, not this, will get frustrations, tensions, depressions, and all the time you are in doubt. So, you should be always thinking positively, to live positively, to get positive results. Nothing is pleasurable in this world. Everywhere there is pain, if you consider it as pain. A poor man who sees a person traveling in a cielo car may think that he is very rich and very happy. If you go and ask that man who is traveling in the cielo car, he says that I don't have time for my family. I just have tensions about my office. I have a budget to achieve, targets to achieve, and so I don't have any time. I am full of hypertension. Then you ask that man who is better than you. He may say maybe a politician. You go and approach a minister. He will say, oh, we don't know when our ministry will fall. Our own officers don't hear us because we are here for only 5 years. And if you ask him who is better than you, he may say maybe in Delhi, Prime Minister or someone. You go and ask the PM, he says that the President of America is better because he is having the superpower. And if you go and ask that man who is the American President, he may say that I am full of worldly problems, maybe the deities in your temples are very happy. If you go and ask those deities, they say, no one pays attention to us. Everyone comes here, but they never follow us. They never pay obeisance to us. A few who are devoted only close their eyes and think about us. All others come for fear of God and not out of love for God. Those who don't want to go round the temple or pradakshina go to parks for maintaining their health. They are nastikas or they are so-called astikas. So, if you go on analyzing this, there is no one who is happy in this world. A person who has money, power, prestige and everything may lack some other thing. Here is where Guru comes to play a role for all of you. If you are happy with yourself, then why do you want a Guru? You don't need anyone who can teach you something. When you have independence, why do you want to depend on one more person? But all others are like Dhanavilla, Kasilla, Adare, Hesaru Lakshmamma, which means no money, no wealth, but name is Lakshmi. Everyone does not have his or her willpower. Everyone has not developed self-confidence. They are dependent on some other person or some other thing for their dependence. Man is a social animal, but he is an individual too. Around him, things happen in the world. If he is born to a Hindu, he is considered as a Hindu. By choice, he may become a Christian or Muslim. He just changes his religion just like changing parties. You can be religious by birth or by choice, but you have to know why you are living your life too. You should not fall prey to the so-called pseudo-religious people. You should know who is correct, and you should follow only those who have Atma Sakshatkara, or who are personification of God. You yourself know the power of those who have realized themselves. They are so simple and they don't have any ego attached to them. Whoever is posing as something is just an egoistic person. Whoever is claiming that he possesses something does not possess that thing. You yourself watch your words during the day. Whatever you want to become, you will be going on telling the whole day as if you have become that. Just you want to become. It is an ideal for you. So, you should follow those principles which makes you attached to yourself or Atman. When you are bound by Atman, you are freed from materialistic things, fate, destiny, etc. You should be free totally, but you should be bound by Atman. This is called Atmanishtha. This is what all the gurus teach. If you depend on this astrologer, that Navagraha, this deity, that deity, without knowing what you want, ultimately you will fall. If you want to study well, pray a little to Saraswati, but study your lessons well. Saraswati will just help you remember what all you have studied. Even when you are totally depending upon the Spirit of God, you should know that you have some duties to do. It is your entire problem, your burden. Suppose I have headache, I will say that Krishna, it is yours. Rama, it is yours. Then I should not suffer from pain because I should have obligated my duty to God, the total. 24 hours, if I can think that all my pains and pleasures belong to God, then I am a real Sharanagata. God will help me to conduct my life properly. This is called Bhakti Yoga. This is very easy for people to practice. This is what man should understand, and he should remember God all the time. He need not chant Krishna, Krishna. He should be in his consciousness. But your aim should be to realize yourself, because you should not take one more birth. Atma Sakshatkara is that transcendental state from where your body dies, your mind dies, you live in the present with the body and mind. Or in your own Atman, you will be established and you will be transacting with this in the present with full of life. When one of the famous mediums contacted a dead person's spirit, the medium asked him, "Hello, how do you feel now after the death of your body?" Then that spirit replied, "Now I am full. I am free from all the pains. I can transact with present circumstances in the present." So, ambitions, pains, pleasures, all these things belong to mind and body. These are necessary for living in this world. But you can be free from this by following the path of great masters. Guru is one who removes darkness. When you are thirsty for 20 hours, if you drink a little water, the whole thirst vanishes. Similarly, you don't need this much wisdom, that much wisdom. A little wisdom given by Guru is enough to remove all your ignorance. There is only one Spirit of God everywhere. It may be called as Rama, Krishna, Jesus, but in essence, in consciousness, there is only one Spirit. For example, my name is Vishwanath. The person who sits opposite to me is Mr. X. But these are names kept by our parents. But we all respire, and the respiration goes through one wind, one air. The air does not discriminate. It just goes inside and comes out, and the one air activates all bodies of the world. When the wind goes out, only the Vyaktitva dies. But the spirit remains the same. The soul is only one. This is the basis of this world. The various gods and goddesses, the planetary constellations, the earth, everything is covered by only one Spirit of God or nature, whoever you want to say. There is only one Spirit, one consciousness. This has to be understood by all, and this can be achieved through love for the truth. Love for humanity can result in realizing love for truth. Our institution stands for Manava Dharma and Manava Seva. There is no caste, creed, or any other religion. It is one Manava, one humanity in the entire world. Man should perform his dharma so that his only dharma is to transcend birth and death and realize God here and now. All other things are materialistic. You can enjoy materialistic things, but you should not get possessed. You should not be caught. Materialistic things should not obsess you. You should enjoy. The consciousness should be bright in you. Then you do anything, it is just doing, and you are aloof. So there is a great difference between you being obsessed or your doing things. So the time, the space, they all demand you. Are you master of me? Are you above me? Have you transcended me? Every time tests you, because time has tested a lot of people. But Krishna and Rama with smiling faces transcended time. So put a bright face, start smiling at time. However big you are, this tree is bigger than you. It has watched your father and your grandfather. So you are nothing. You develop this bhavana at least within your mind. Outside, you project as if you are the king because world requires it. But within, you become dasanudasa. In the entire world, what is India? It is just a subcontinent. What is Karnataka? A minuscule state. Bangalore is just a capital and one of the cities of Karnataka, and you belong to Malleshwaram, which is a small place in Bangalore, and out of this, swimming pool extension is much smaller, and out of so many crosses in this extension, yours is only one cross. Yours is only one cross. You live in a very small house out of 100 houses in this one cross. In this line, there may be many people out of whom you are the only one. So, who are you in front of this space and these constellations? This should be in your bhava. You should throng for identification with your Atman, and you should yearn for realization. Memories bring you back to this world for rebirth. Yama, in other words, is called Kala, time. Yama does not leave anyone, whether he is a great jnani, avatar, or a small ant. When the time comes, Yama throws pasha and removes the soul. So, when this happens, we are so attached to this world that we are afraid to die. Medical science says that there are 2.5 to 3 minutes from physical level to soul level. The pasha brings you from physical level to soul level. So, when the soul flies away within these 2.5 to 3 minutes, Yama's assistant Chitragupta plays havoc with you. Chitragupta is nothing but Gupta Chitra, the hidden picture. You had desired this, you had desired that, and all these desires have formed pictures in your subconscious mind. The foremost desire that comes before your mental eye decides your next birth. So, don't desire for all these things. It will come to you. So, you should only desire for God or desire for realization. By profession, you may be Nicha or Ucha, but within your heart, you are Swatantra. So, yearn for this realization and spend your life from today for knowing the truth. Who has brought you to this world? Where are you going from this world? If only gathering little money here, constructing one house there, this is nothing different from any rat hole. A rat also wants a hole, so there is no difference between you and a rat. Know from where you have come. Know what you are. Be engaged in all these activities, but within your heart have a strong desire for moksha. Moksha means moha-kshaya. When the moha dies in you, when the passion dies in you, you are liberated. By being a humble servant of the Lord, a person can achieve higher goals in life. Om is the original sound. If you go to the height of the Shrutis as well as the lowest, you come across this Pranavanada. That time is so silent that you stop the music and only hear the nada. It is approachable only in these two ways. So, once you hear this, you are liberated from all the sounds of this world. The whole world is full of Shabda only. Guna, name, form, these are the constituents of this world. Rama is one name, form is his akara. Daivi Guna, Daivi Sampatti are his qualities. Similarly, each one, right from an ant to Brahma, everything is a name, a form, a quality. Om is the Pranavanada. Then lies the silence. Let us all realize this.